Well, wouldn't you know it, but we just couldn't stay away from our local Toyota dealership. After looking at these Toyotas the other weekend, we decided it was time we probably drive them. So today, we're going to be helping you determine which Toyota Tacoma is right for you. Today, we're going to be driving the 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road with the lift kit with the iForce Max, a 2024 TRD Off-Road, just upgrade package, no special iForce Max, and of course, the SR, because why not? So we are back at our local dealership because we decided that we wanted to test drive the two different vehicles. And so right now we are currently test driving that orange Terra that we did a walk around with the ZR2. And so we kind of wanted to see the difference between the iForce Max and the lift kit versus the two vehicles. So we're going to test drive this one, which is the Terra lifted one for about $60,000.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Not getting this one. I mean, I might get this one someday when I'm rich.
And then you're going to be rich and famous?
In like 1 to 100 years.
And then we're also going to test drive the white one that's just the cheapest one they have in the lot for about $51 with the blue dash. So we're going to kind of compare and contrast our experiences with this and take you along for the ride in case you are in the market for a Toyota Tacoma and kind of want to see what it's like to be with both of them on people who've actually owned Tacomas before. And yeah, so here we go. Definitely sounds different than the last gen.
It does. It's got the iForce gauge booster thingy, I guess. I don't know what that is. Brr.
So this one, even though it is a fancier model and $60,000, doesn't have dual climate control.
It doesn't?
No. So it still is missing that because it's not the premium with all the other stuff
like
on it.
Kind of ish. Must be the fake sound.
I think it is the fake sound they put
Sounds
into
better
it.
than our Colorado. The sound is better.
The Colorado says it forgives you.
Yeah, well, it just has a better sound. That's all I'm saying. It's not, I like the Colorado turbo whistle. I don't hear that so much. You can turn this fake sound off if this one has it. I don't know if it does or not. I think it does because it's got a premium package.
And so we did a little bit more digging into the package here, and you can order it with the lift. And also it comes, when you do the iForce Max, comes with the 33s now in the Falcons.
Yep, it does.
So that is a difference between what you're getting with the iForce Max versus just the plain base engine for the Tacomas. Didn't know that was a change, but we also were looking, and they offer now a Moab package, which will cost you about $12,000. So there's a lot more options that you can do on the Tacomas than they had in the 24s, it seems.
Set, go. That was 65. I guess I'm good to say 60.
This did a 0 to 60 in regular mode.
We'll try it again real quick.
And we're going to try it again in sport mode because we weren't impressed. The Chevy sucks you back. So let's try this again.
Go. That's feeling better. 30, 40, 50, 60. The steering and stuff.
If you're looking for something a little bit more zippy, sport mode.
Yeah, sport mode makes it feel more like the Colorado.
Yeah, because the Colorado, it just sucks you back because it's just a really good turbo. This one, you have to put it in sport because otherwise it does be more laggy. But it felt better that way.
Way better.
Yeah, and the noise it makes though, the engine sound is nice.
Sounds good. It pipes in fake sound. I would kind of feel it in my ears.
Yeah, I would prefer real engine noise. I would just rather have regular engine noise. So here is your door pocket, which I really think Toyota did a good job with this redesigned door pocket. They've always had great water bottle storage, like here, and then this storage here would be great for like GoPros or random things you record, or even if you just need a place to put your oversized wallet. The seats, I do like how if you get the upgrade package, you can get the electric seat. That is super nice. Take a note, Chevy. That is awesome. I do like this Tacoma part, and it looks like the glove box is a very, very nice size.
It is very nice.
But the interior, I would say, I'm not a giant fan of this, just because it makes it feel smaller for the passenger, but it's not a bad
Fit
thing.
2 phones here.
But it has more practical storage than our Chevy does. So the most disappointing about this truck for Everett is it doesn't come with a center armrest. And so for your passengers, it's kind of a bummer because the Chevy comes with that. In certain ones, depending on what package you get. Ours does not. But then, the other disappointing thing is because it's the iForce, is that's not storage, that's your battery. But it does come with one map pocket on the passenger side, so that is nice. And it also has some USB plugins. I wish it had vents, but you know, not everybody can include everything. So here is Dane sitting in front of Everett. We just saw how Everett looked, and he looked like he had some room. Are you comfortable there, or would you need more room?
I'm comfortable. Obviously, I'd like to go back farther if I could. But
So
I can ride comfortably because you have good headroom, and I actually have a power seat on this one, so I can adjust up or down.
yeah, the power seat is nice option to
It's
have.
nice because you have better thigh support than the Chevrolet, though. That's
Another-
what I missed. It's like a Saturn seat. It has thigh support.
The other thing Chevy needs to take note of is it comes with the LED lights on the
you know,
interior.
That's for people that like LEDs.
But it's not a bad thing on the Chevy
Thigh
to have the
support, I like the
halogens.
seats better than the Chevy.
So this is still adjusted to where Dane would sit. And as you can see, the legroom back here is pretty much the passenger and the driver's side is pretty much identical. So Everett is about 5 foot tall, and that's how much room he has behind. So this one only has the upgrade package. So these are the kind of buttons you get. It does have where you have your auxiliary buttons, which is nice. So if you want to add any accessories. The steering wheel seems pretty nice overall. I do like the indentations here because it helps guide your fingers. But yeah, I'm going to test drive it now because you just did yours. Now it's my turn. So we are now in the 51,000 TRD off-road.
This one has a sunroof. It does have less headroom, I'll tell you that, than the other one, because my head is in the seat. It's actually just like ours.
So it's really cool.
Well, I'm going down. Actually, the seat's not bad. So I have a little more headroom than ours, though. With the sunroof.
You're pretty close. Like you're
right.
It's about the same.
I can lower it, but I can sit so it's about the same.
So,
I'm just trying to adjust it.
I'm going to show you what's cool about this one.
Got this cool
Look
feature.
at the blue! Isn't that cool? Like, come on, Toyota. You should this needs to be in all of them.
Ooh, this feels better. Sounds not as cool, but I like the sound better because it's not hurting my ears. It actually sounds a little rough like I expected to.
Yeah. So this one doesn't have the iForce Max.
This is not, but it feels just as good though.
I would say I like the sound of this engine better because it's not the fake sound.
There. It has the heated steering wheel, so it's got the upgrade package too.
This one has the same package as the other one, just without the lift kit and a bunch of the extras. But I like this one better.
Ride's good, drive's good though. I always like when you get Tacoma. So, now we get to sport mode.
Sport
baby. There
mode.
You go. Ready, set, go! 40, 50, and 60. Pretty fast.
It's pretty fast.
It's good. It's pretty fast. Got good power. I've never got to drive. Well, I drove one sport once when I first came out.
You drove the SR.
Oh, is that what it was?
It was the SR.
No, we drove a sport one.
And we drove a sport one, but we didn't take them along.
Yes, we did not. We just drove it to drive it to get a feel.
Just to see how it was.
I like it though. I like it. You can kick it off sport. Yeah.
Yes, I would say that if you're looking for one, then I think that without the iForce Max would be my
I would go without the
recommendation.
iForce just for the storage for me. Because that's
Yeah.
up when you have a small vehicle. You get all the storage you can get.
If you know mid-sized trucks, you know every inch of storage matters,
Exactly.
especially when you go on a trip with kids.
Right. When I kicked it in eco mode, I'm getting 100 miles in a gallon.
And if you bring grandma, you know that's an extra person,
Yes.
and you need the
Get all the
storage
storage you can get.
because it's just it's amazing how quickly a vehicle fills up.
Right, it is.
And if you go camping, you want the storage. I would say with no iForce Max, we'll show you the storage on this one. So in case anybody hasn't really seen the storage, I'm sure you have at this point, but we'll show it to you on the specific one in case you're curious.
I'll tell you, comfort's good though. I like the comfort.
Yeah, the seats are
visibility's better
nice.
than I remember the first time we drove. Of course, I had a manual. We drove it down to Durango. It was so hard to worry about visibility when I was too busy enjoying gear shifting.
Shifting gears.
I shifted, and then I started over because I wanted to.
I wish that they had a manual for us to drive. So
I
that you
driven one.
could,
It was awesome.
but we did drive the SR5 manual. I mean SR manual.
Didn't we have a video on that?
We did. So if you haven't seen that, if you want to see the SR manual,
It was
basically the
awesome.
cheapest one you can get,
Oh, it's so cool.
we have a video on that. So this one has the same package as the other one, except for it has that awesome blue color. So you could get the blue on the doors, and you get the blue on the dash, which is super cool. So unlike the iForce Max, this has storage. So apparently we gotta lift the guy up, and apparently the mats are falling in. But here is your storage, which is actually really deep. Like, the one thing on the Chevy is I wish it was deeper. This is nice and deep, so we would be able to fit we have a jump starter that we put in the truck. We have to keep it out of the storage area because it's about 1 centimeter too tall.
Yes,
So if you, this is really deep. We're talking probably, I wish I had measuring tape, but I would say that's probably a good 8 inches at its maximum point. Of course, you have on that over there, you have your little Toyota kit. So, but it's got a really great little storage system back here.
Seat has some room behind it without the JBL. At least you can see the inside.
But
Whole little thing here, you can see
yeah, so this one comes with JBL, but if you don't get
that. I
JBL,
think you get more room. I don't know.
I think you get a little storage cubby instead. There. So here's the JBL speaker. If this isn't here, I believe you have a small indent that you probably could put like a strap or a coat into. But there's not much room behind the seats, but you do have a little bit. The Chevy doesn't move at all, and so you don't get any storage. Try out a more base version of the Tacoma. We are in an SR.
Oh, hang on. Radio works amazing.
Amazing. So we're in an SR so that we can, the last manual,
The last one was a manual.
it was, this is the automatic with bases basically you can get besides the automatic.
Yep, it's got the automatic and the bed landing.
This one is about
Still has your phone holder
39,000.
spots. 39,000. You probably get around 36, 37.
Yes.
Ooh, it's on low fuel, but it's fine.
So we're gonna take it out and test drive this one because the big screen, it's a lot.
It wasn't terrible, but
Like here, this seems more integrated, in my opinion. I think the big screen is great. It just almost feels like too much.
Right, it does.
And you're such a bass guy normally anyway.
I love bases. That's why I wanted to get a base on. Let's see. There we go. Windshield wipers work, I think. Yes, they do. The base is good. I got headroom. Got that to adjust up. Yep.
So we're gonna take this one out. We'll do the 0 to 60. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, we might.
We might not do that.
This one has 7 miles on it. Nobody's really driven this one.
Because it's space.
It's base. I like it. Could be a possible commuter truck.
So if you're getting a base one, like an SR,
Still has telescoping steering.
you take note, Chevy.
Yes,
But
Chevy.
yeah, Chevy, look.
Check that out.
Check that out. Look at
Base.
that. They can do that on a base model. And what did this have? Cruise control.
Oh, yes. It has this thing called cruise control right there.
It does. But it also has a digital gauge cluster. It's different than what you're getting on your upper models.
Right.
But you still get a digital cluster with some manual gauges. I think that is actually really nice and integrated.
It says iForce. Oh, look, it gives you that thingy, iForce turbo boost stuff still.
Yes, it's really all you need.
It's easier to use than the other one.
I actually prefer this screen to the other one.
I kind of do too, actually.
It's very basic. It's almost...
Oh my god, so air pressure things. Yay! And you got the 4-wheel drive traction monitor. You want to show the mode?
You get all the things.
Here, let me go to the next mode in a second. And you got your off-roady tilt gauge. You can't quite see it. Oh, there you go. See? That's cool. And then you got the auxiliary gauges in the back here. Yeah, that's just the right amount, actually. That's pretty nice. It's easy. Turbo gauge. I love the turbo gauge. A little bit deeper.
So here, in case you haven't seen more of the base models, you get the they still have their tiny knob in case you are a lover of the tiny knob.
Yes, we love this tiny knob.
You don't. You have nothing.
Missile launcher.
Oh, oil slick.
Yes.
Passenger eject.
And on to take note, you do have the ability to pump your seat up. So you can pump it up as high or low as you want. Whatever. So it's a handle. It's pretty cool though. You don't need to record me doing all this. I don't know how to adjust the seat.
But everything else, like you're getting a lot that's still the same.
You still get lumbar, like you get a power lumbar. It's not quite as adjustable. It's very comfortable. Very comfortable seats. I like the seats. I always have one.
Yeah. So we'll see what Dane's opinion is at the end of this. Which one, if he had unlimited money, what would he buy?
Well, if I buy, well, I might be buying someday.
Someday, maybe.
This is definitely better for me. I love the big screen. It's nice. I have better visibility, especially like off-road. You'll see right there. If the screen came up here and blocked certain things, I would see. Or not see.
Exactly.
If you got cameras, if you got a loader on, you'd be fine.
It's almost like you wanted to look past the screen. Like, what's on the other side of that?
Yes,
like curious cat.
It just made it feel more cramped.
Yes, because honestly, as a passenger, I didn't notice this until now, that there's a tray here.
I noticed it. I was like, oh, that's a good spot for your wallet or my phone or whatever random little knickknacks I'd like to put in there.
So we're not going to do it 0 to 60 on this one since it only had 7 miles.
12 miles.
So we're going to be, it's the same engine as the off-road.
I don't know if I'm ever going to have enough gas to even get back. It's like out, it's empty.
So if you don't get the JBL system, you get a nice little storage bin, which for us would be more useful than the sound system, because the sound system isn't bad. The other thing, you still get your pocket on the SR, which you can see here, but you don't get your USB-C plugins in the back, which, you know, it's a minor inconvenience for passengers.
Yeah, diamond plated seating. They even have where they can feel the texture on it. It looks like diamond plating. That's cool.
It does. And then here's your lumbar control. It's not as adjustable as the other ones, but having manual seats isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I like them. They're nice. They're still comfortable.
And you don't get badging on your SRs, but so if you're not a badge person, it might be the one for you if you really think about it, if you don't off-road. So now that we've test driven all 3 of these different Tacomas, let's get our final thoughts on this after a quick little walk around of the 3 that we drove. So, we test drove 3. Let's remind them in case they fast forwarded just to hear your opinion, which could be the case.
My opinion. I test drove 3 TRD off-road with the upgrade package, TRD off-road with the upgrade package 2025, and the iForce Max. And just 4 fingers. And then the third one was the SLR base model, automatic. They were all good. I liked them. I did not like the big screen, but that's just my personal opinion. The little screen's not my cup of tea either, but it's okay. I prefer that over the big one just because I see it better for off-roading. I would go with, after driving these back to back, I would go with a manual TRD base off-road. And it would have rock rails, which are like $1,200, $780 skid plate package, the metal ones. Oh, and the Trail Hunter tip, which is $75. Then I would mod that from there. That's the one I would go with. Either bronze oxide or Terra, because those are the best colors, in my opinion.
So why the manual? Because we only drove automatics today.
Because I drove a manual before, and it was awesome. First geared. The automatics are great. I used the new crawl control a little bit. That's not on camera, but it was good. It was very quiet, but I watched a lot of videos of driving the manual. I'd go with either an SR manual or an a TRD off-road manual, because it's so much more fun. And it was awesome. You can see that video.
So why not the iForce Max?
Oh, it was not as good in my opinion. I think when it breaks in, it probably has more power, but the other one felt just as powerful. It actually felt like it had better punch off the bottom, surprisingly.
I thought the SR and the base engine felt really good.
And I did not like the sound, what do you call it, active noise canceling sound thing that really jacked with my ears. I could just feel it in my one ear, which I have some ear, issues. But yeah, I did not like that, and it sounded good, but just bothered my ears. And I like the sound of the roughness of the regular iForce Max.
So if you were to buy one of the 3 from today, which one would have it been?
It'd be the SR. Cheaper, you could probably get $2 or $3 off it. It's like down to 35, 36-ish, and it's easy to mod. Just throw some really good tires.
Not the blue one? Not the one with the blue dash?
No, not the one with the blue dash, because these little screen would be great once you set it up. You don't need anything bigger. The gauge cluster is actually easier to use when you're cycling through the screens, for me. And then, you just need some really good tires. You can instantly bolt on good tires. Just get plated up, you're good to go.
So if somebody's looking in this price range, say they're looking for an SR price range, would you say, after borrowing the Wilderness, would you say which one would you go with if somebody doesn't really need a truck? Should they go with the SR still, or should they go and look at other options?
Get the SR with tonneau cover. Or get a Wilderness, because if you can get it for the same price, then that's pretty... I don't know, that's a tough question. Not for me, I'm a truck guy. I would say truck. Now, if you're in that boat, you go drive them both and make your pick. The Wilderness is going to have more features, but you're going to have the versatility of a truck on the other one. So.
Yes, because the Wilderness, you can get a tow package.
The same price-ish.
They are with the deals Subarus have right now.
Yeah, that's a tough call. I would go with, depends if you need a truck or an SUV.
Because right now with $40,000 price range, there's a lot of options out there. So unless you really need a truck, you might want to shop around a little bit. But the SR is, if somebody just needs a truck to do trucky things...
I would get the SR.
Yeah.
Otherwise, get a Subaru if you don't need a truck.
Yeah.
Because mileage is going to be better. Not much, but a little. And you still get off-road ability.
And you get an awesome turbo if you get the Outback.
Yes, and you get a turbo also. It's a 2.4 turbo, just like a Tacoma.
It for our video today. If you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And we should have more ZR2 and Subaru content coming up here soon. But did we buy a Tacoma today? No, we did not. We only test drove them to see kind of what the different features were and to share them with you guys. So we hope to see you out there on the trail soon, but bye for now.